As for a couple of recent LSAC policy changes, I'll just quickly cover, and then I'll be happy to take any of your questions. First off, new changes. The August LSAT-Flex has a new score preview option, which means if you are a first-time test taker specifically, you can see your score before deciding whether to cancel. If you've taken the LSAT before and you've canceled your score, you're no longer a first-time test taker. But if you are a first-time test taker, that's fantastic. That should give you a little bit of peace of mind, a little bit of comfort, knowing that if your score is lower than you want anybody to ever see, you can cancel it and law schools won't know that score. It's not really a huge deal though, because law schools, at least in the US, they don't average multiple scores. They only take the highest. So even if you have a low score on record, that's no big deal at all, because you could take it later, get a higher score. It's like you've got the higher score only, really. So not a huge deal, but something to be aware of. Also, other changes. LSAC is now allowing mechanical pencils on the Flex. They're also allowing pens. Previously, it was just your sharpened number 2 pencils. They had some concerns about cheating with mechanical pencils. I don't know. But anyway, with the proctoring, they now are comfortable with the mechanical pencils. So if you want to use those, you want to use a pen, totally fine. It's all fair game. Any of you registered for August probably would have gotten an email about this from LSAC, but just be aware otherwise. Also, another thing to clarify, let's see, what's the foam earplugs. So you can also use earplugs if they're simple, generic foam earplugs. So if you've got a noisy home environment or you just focus better with earplugs in, they are allowed. You will have to show them to LSAC's proctors on ProctorU to confirm that there's nothing suspicious about them, but you are allowed foam earplugs, which is nice. Also with the Flex, if your home environment is noisy or you don't have good internet, LSAC will reimburse you up to $125 to take the Flex at a hotel or an Airbnb even. So not a 5-star hotel most likely, but you do have that option available if you want to take advantage of it. The deadline for August has already passed in terms of notifying them, but if you are taking August, you could probably push on them a little bit and say something changed if it has, and then they may give you that reimbursement later anyway for a hotel or Airbnb. So take advantage of it. If you're not sure, go for it anyway, because if your internet is shaky or your home environment's not suitable, you don't want to take the off chance or take the risk on that. I would say go for the voucher, go for the reimbursement, and take it in an environment you know is likely to be better. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.